Does anybody else put a wet paper towel over their leftovers before heating them up in the microwave?
All the time. Keeps the food moist. And the microwave clean.
That too. And the microwave moist.
And the paper towel moist.
And the moist.
A cup of water in the microwave works as well.
A cup of water works well if you're microwaving bread/sandwich/hamburger. It prevents the bread from getting soggy.
Depends on the type of food. But I have found it works great on leftover fried rice that has dried out a bit in the fridge.
I'm Asian and I never knew this hack. WTF.
Ancient American secret.
I always just refry it.
Well sure, if you want to go the non-lazy route.
IFK and love Reddit sometimes. How the heck did I grow up so poor, McGeevering the shit out of every broken and crap hand-me-down item I ever owned, and not know this trick? Especially when family meals were usually microwaved leftovers from the neighbors. How many McNuggets and fries or pieces of fried chicken would have been more moist if I did? I guess we'll never know.
If it's French fries, they never turn out as good, but if you wrap them entirely in a wet paper towel, it really helps.
I don't eat potatoes anymore, but man, I would have loved to know that 20 years ago, lol.
Very true, but once I got an air fryer, oh man. I throw all of my leftover fries in there and it's just as crispy and good as when I ordered them. Sometimes they taste better.
Spray some cooking oil on the fries before reheating them in the air fryer for even better results.
You need air fryer for them French fries. It will crisp them right up, at a small cost of making it a bit drier.
Spray some cooking oil on the fries before reheating them in the air fryer. It helps keep them moist on the inside and crispy on the outside.
Do you not like wearing headphones or AirPods in public? I just feel anxious if I can't hear my surroundings. I have thoughts of cars swerving off the street and hitting me, or people running into me on bikes, or even not hearing someone trying to call my name, etc. I can't help but worry when I can't hear everything around me.
I only wear one at all times. When that one dies, I wear the other one, then charge them.
I came to comment the same thing. I very rarely wear both at the same time, and if I do, it's when I'm home and know I'm in a safe environment. I came to comment the same thing. I very rarely wear both at the same time, and if I do, it's when I'm home and know I'm in a safe environment.
Lol, the fact you've commented twice makes your username perfect?
I had to upvote twice.
Username cousins.
Same here. I like to hear what's going on too, but I also need my life to have a soundtrack.
Heck yeah, you get it, smiling face with hearts.
Yeah, I've done this literally since I got them. I just don't like having both, and I feel like I'm not aware of my surroundings, and I like to be aware.
I also like to feel that my batteries last longer wearing one at a time. Some people call it paranoia, I call it social alertness.
I'd much rather call it social alertness as well.
Yeah, my situational awareness tanks if I use earbuds. Not good if I'm going for a walk.
5. It depends where and when you're going for a walk.
I see people riding bicycles with over-ear headphones and I wonder if they don't care whether they live or die.
There are open back over-ear, or those that provide environmental awareness, like the QC series. Just because they wear over-ear doesn't mean they can't hear the world around them.
My dad would never use headphones in public. He's been attacked from behind a few times and says that we have eyes to look forward and ears to hear what's happening everywhere else. He's right.
I agree. It makes me feel vulnerable.
One of the first thing predators look for when scoping out victims are headphones. Another is being engaged on your smartphone.
Exactly.
As a woman walking alone in the woods. No headphones.
Does anybody else dream about being in love with someone you've met and then wake up feeling empty and kinda in love? So I met this guy a few days ago. He is my boss's son. We only talked briefly, introduced ourselves, but he was nice and sweet. After that I hoped we would see each other more often. A few days later I had a nap and I dreamed that this guy loved me. He was so in love with me and I felt so happy and warm. He looked at me when no one else would and he made me feel special. It felt like I was falling in love. It simply felt so right. Then I woke up. And now I just feel so empty, sad and anxious. It almost feels like I'm in love in real life. Of course he probably don't give a shit about me, we only talked once. I feel so bad about it. Does this happen to anyone else or am I just emotional? Why does this even happen? How do you get over it?
You are not alone. I recently found myself doing this over someone I work with / don't know well just yet. More of a mental attraction for me, but she's off limits in more ways than one. No idea why it happens, personally wish I could just turn it off completely. Would certainly be easier that way.
Yup. It hurts. I did this for like 3 years after getting out of a shit relationship. It wasn't fun. Still do it but less now. Is it possible you have some trauma that might contribute to it if it's becoming a real issue?
I don't think anything traumatic led to this. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does it is painful. My guess is that I long for that kind of happiness, love and relationship, so therefore that longing becomes a part of my dreams. I suppose it could be that I miss that feeling so much.
Oh fuck, that hits close to home.
Yeah, it happens. It hurts.
They stay up late solely because they don't want to start the workday tomorrow?
Every night, it sucks the next morning but feels so liberating at night. My mind is like, ooh, I'm gonna Google all the things I ever needed to know for the next 3 hours. And then my alarm goes off the next morning and I'm like, no.
Sums up one of my biggest vices.
Sometimes decompression between shifts is more valuable than actual sleep and rest. I love the idea of this, but tell me again at 11 p.m. and it'll be a different response, haha. Wow, we are the same. I am glad I am not alone though.
It's 11:18 p.m, I have to clock in at 5 a.m. So yes.
It's called revenge insomnia.
I think revenge sleep procrastination is also a phrase for it.
It's literally just procrastination.
Well, it's an actual term, I didn't make it up.
Should be higher.
Pretty much every night unless I have the day off the next day. Then I go to sleep at a normal time and try wake up as early as possible to enjoy me day.
I do it to maximize my free time after work, usually 12s. But I still pay the same price.
Same, and I enjoy what I do. I'm thankful that I don't need to get up super early with WFH.
Doing it right now. Can get almost 6.5 hours if I fall asleep right now. But I won't, lol.
Ah, the popular game of calculating how much sleep you can get if you fell asleep now, or within 20 minutes, or within the hour.
It's not even a fun game. And somehow I can convince myself when 6 doesn't feel like enough, that 5 somehow seems like more. I did not get a lot of sleep last night though. 6.5 would have been a blessing.
Consistently staying up late to avoid the next day can be a sign of depression or other mental health need. Doesn't hurt to talk to a professional.
Does anybody else prefer rainy days over sunny days?
Yes. Sunny days make me anxious because I feel like I have to do something or else I'm wasting it. Shout out to the parents for instilling that thought in me.
Oh my god, why don't you stop reading and go out to play? You're wasting a perfectly sunny day. Sigh.
This is exactly the sort of thing my parents would say.
Your parents wanted you all to go outside so they could bang in peace.
Oh, believe me when I say me and my brother made sure that our parents never wanted to have a third child.
Birth control exists.
Ah shit, you're right.
Your dad's pull-out game must have been pretty strong then.
This explains everything.
Wait, did we have the same parents?
Childhood trauma. It's such a nice day and you are sitting again inside? Seriously? I tested positive for COVID yesterday. Symptoms aren't too bad so far, so I've been isolating. It's been beautiful and sunny, so I still feel guilty for staying inside even under these circumstances.
Get better soon. Remember, you deserve to rest.
I finally found someone else like me. Except it's with snow and winter rather than rain. Wasn't from my parents though, not sure where it's from,